Hi everyone, today we'll be demonstrating how to tear down, or rather call it disassembling, of a top load washing machine. This is to salvage the parts. So first of all, we have to take out the front panel. There are two clips, one on the right and one on the left, that we need to take out. You have to press it with a thin scraper, then you lift off from the securing pins below. So then there are two screws that is holding the lid and cover assembly, one on the left, one on the right as well, that needs to be taken out. And the top panel will be lifted up and moved to your left side so that it can come off the backsplash pins. Disassembling of washing machines might be for different purposes. Either if you just want to replace the parts, so this video can help you on how to do that, or you want to salvage the parts to be sold as used parts. Now this is the washer magnet. There's a clip that secures it onto the cover that needs to be depressed, pushed in, and you work it out. So you just pull that out and it's attached to its wire harness. The lid also has got the funnel, which is also held in place by a clip that you need to depress and work it out. You set that aside, and then you have the magnet as well on the lid that can be taken off. It's held in place by two screws. Once you take that out, the lid and the cover assembly can be sold as one single piece. We will be making another video, which you can see on our channel, on how to list used parts on eBay. You can watch out for that video. That will help you to also get some, to know how to do that as a side hustle. So now that we've completed the lid, we are now going to unscrew the back panel holding the backsplash. It's held in place by 5 screws, 3 on the top and 1 on each end. So once you take those screws off, the back panel can be separated from the backsplash. Take the screws off and set them aside. You have to be careful because there are sharp edges while doing this task. So disconnect the wire harness. That is for the main power, incoming power. And here is the backsplash separated from the washer. You can take off the knobs either just by pulling them, or if they're stuck in position, you can use a scraper to pry it so that you don't break it. You slightly pry it backwards and you grab it and pull it off and set those aside. Now that I have those removed, we'll move to the next level. So by taking these, sometimes that helps you if you want to replace the control board, the float sensor, or even a broken backsplash. So now we are taking off the control board. This is a one-piece control board. You take out all the screws securing it to the backsplash, remove the wire harnesses there, and that can also be set aside. These are good working parts that can still be resolved. So lift that up. That is for the water level sensor. Now the backsplash is separated and that can be kept on the side. So you remove the pressure hose that communicates between the washer tub and the pressure switch. That can also be set aside. You can remove also all the wire harnesses, and the control board is also now ready to be set aside. Now you take off the wire harness for the inlet valve, remove the secure screw, and then also you have to unhook the funnel shower head that's connected to the water inlet valve, so that the water inlet valve can be separated from the funnel shower head that sprays the water into the tub while filling. So you take the clip out and you separate them. They might be stuck in position. You can just twist it and wiggle it to break it loose, and then it's just gonna come out. That is the water inlet valve. Now we will move to the next level. That is the pulsator can be twisted and taken off. So now you will use your socket to loosen the pulsator after removing the fabric dispenser cover, and you pull it off. The fabric dispenser cover that we took off earlier can be twisted counterclockwise and pulled away. Then the pulsator will be loosened. Now we are taking off the top dampener. This is the dampening strap that holds the top. We have 4 of them, one in each angle, that prevents it from excessive bouncing around from hitting the sides. So we'll take those off. Four of them. And now we can now take the clip from the top cover. This cover covers between the inner top and the outer top. Inner top and outer top. You take off the clips all around it. The ones behind towards the back splash might be hard to reach. We may need to take off the frame at the back. So that's going to give us access in getting the back clips of the top cover off. They are being held in place with about 5 screws thereabout. So once you get that off, you will have access to the clip of the top cover, which is towards the backsplash or the back panel. So while we take that off, we'll make sure that we do not damage anything, because we are stripping down this washer, taking out the parts for resale as used parts. So we do not want to damage anything. So the wire harness strap, being taken off from the back panel and separating the frame where you have the funnel shower head attached. That will be taken out at a later stage and be set aside. Now we tuck in all the harnesses and take off the back clips. The inner tub most times gets so frozen that there's a special tool ideally that's meant to be used to take off the tub nuts, and then it's taken out counterclockwise. But if frozen, we might need to spray it with corrosion. So this is the special tool to take off the nuts. In this case, it's kind of frozen, but we'll just demonstrate to you, how to take it off. So taking it off, you will go clockwise straight, as against counterclockwise as usually. That's the way. It's a reverse thread. So I'm just demonstrating that's how you're going to use this tool. But in this case, this is not going to work because it's so frozen. So we're going to use a power drill, impact drill, to take it out. So we are going to spray this with rust release spray and get back to it at a later time with an impact wrench. So we are moving now to take off the drain pump. It's been held in place by 2 screws. So take note that the inner top nut is reverse threaded. Probably I might have said you will take it out counterclockwise, but the correct statement is you have to unscrew it clockwise direction. So we're taking out the wire harness for the drain pump. So you need to use your channel lock to take off the hose clamp so that you can separate the hose from the pump. So now we're taking the one from the top. The initial one is the drain hose, and here is the drain pump that can be set aside. So the washer is held in position. The top is held in position with 4 shock absorbers. So that is the back panel. So at this point we're taking off the brackets, screws, stripping this washer. We need to take extra care because of the sharp edges. So this is how to take out the drain hose. Even if you have a new one you want to replace, they're just being plugged in there. You can just wiggle it and take it off. And that's how to take it off. And if you have a new one to replace, in case you have anyone leaking, all you need to do is just to squeeze it in. Now we have tilted the washer to gain access to the belt and the motor components to disassemble those as well. So the motor is secured by four nuts that can be taken off, and then you work your way out. Once you take those 4 nuts off, the belt also can be taken off, just like so. There are 4 of them. Once you take those 4 off, so the motor can be taken off. So the drum and the other base assemblies have been taken off the washer, and at this point, this is essentially the procedure to disassemble a top load washer. Thank you for watching.